You know what? What about we just don't do anything? What about that?
Be careful, the first one.
What is that?
That's for you.
Don't tell me it's Zoom. Like I say, Nate, we're gonna go on scuba diving.
Scuba diving?
Hey guys, it's me again for a new episode, of course, of Houseguest. And today, Loyle Carner, the massive, talented musician. See you in a minute.
Yeah.
Hey!
You say.
My man, how are you, John?
Very good, man.
You good?
Come in, I'm good, I'm good.
Thank you for
Come through.
Only say it if you mean it in the morning. To me it seems a little more important to see if she be breezy with that easiness of water. Before we get all caught up in the cooling.
How many years like you've been working in the studio?
Well, so this one, we've only been here since the start of the year. So it's been my dream for a long time to have a studio that I can kind of call home. Cool, yeah,
Show me around.
Yeah, for real.
Toilets?
Very important.
That's really,
Very
really important for me too.
So this is another studio.
Okay.
But we don't really use this one this much. Yes, this is kind of just for when the ladies come around, you know, we get the lights down. And,
okay, the pole, everything.
Yeah, the stripper pole. Yeah, we have it all. This is my mother's shit.
There we go. Who is like control all those buttons?
Yeah, not me. But I do kind of know how it works. So essentially, once you know how to use all of these buttons, you can use the whole thing, because it's just the same. So imagine this one is like the vocals, then this one is the bass, this one is the drums. And so you're bringing it, so it's just volumes, right? So it's like, okay, I want it to sound like that. I want to have a little bit more of this, a little bit less of that.
Do you do any production? Like you have a producer?
Me?
Or you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do much production myself. I have a hand in it, but I just can't. I've got one of my closest friends is an amazing producer, so it makes no sense for me to do it when he can do it.
Exactly.
So much better than me. But it's more of a collaboration. So if he makes something, I might go, yo, I like that. I don't like that. Then when I start writing some stuff, he might go, yo, I like that, but I don't like that.
That's good, and so you trust each other, and you know what you like, and
yeah, that's the big thing, is the trust, being comfortable with each other, so that I can be vulnerable in front of him, right? Because if you're writing music, you have to talk about how you feel. And you can't talk about how you feel with someone unless you trust them.
When is the feeling like you like, wow, I made it? Is because like the fan love it, or is because yourself love it, or is because your friend, your family love it?
I think it's because myself and my immediate friends love it. The reason we used to make music was just because everything we were hearing we didn't like, you know? And I wanted to get on a train from my friend's house and go home and listen to some music that I liked. And so I started making my own stuff because I wanted to hear something that made me feel good and positive and happy.
So yeah, this is like the producer, I would say, and your place is over there.
Yeah, so that's the live room. So I spend kind of equal time in here writing, and the other half is in there recording.
Okay, look great. Let's check it out. Let's go.
After you, sir. There's not loads in here because the people who we work with, friends of mine, usually bring their stuff, but this is something that always stays in here. Just piano, beautiful piano. And then there's loads of these, so once if you play, if you're playing bass or whatever, just be able to hear yourself. There's loads of amps. But we don't really use those either. It's kind of more as and when.
Oh, you get into music?
I got into music because my mum and my dad were deeply into music. It was just something that was personal for me at home. Just something where I could really say how I feel. I got ADHD and I always talk before I think. But with music, when I get to write down how I feel, it was the only time I could say how I really feel, because I could think about what I was going to say. It's like almost like planning, and I like that feeling of control. And
did your dad or mum, they push you as well that way? Or they...
No, I think that was a big part of it, was actually they kind of allowed me to do what I wanted to do.
I love that.
But they didn't push me, because I think if they'd have been like, you have to do it, you have to do it, I wouldn't want to do it. Because when you're young, you want to rebel. You want to feel like your decisions are your decisions.
Did they make any comment of your song, like your parents, for example, your dad say, I don't like this one, your mum say, I don't like this one, maybe, I like.
Just a bit, maybe just don't swear as much, and, you know. But
but you have to, you know, it's part of the game.
It's expression, but yeah, they were kind of cool with it. Because it was different to the music that they grew up on.
Of course.
It was almost like they were discovering a new part of the world through me, through my music. And I'd kind of taken what I discovered from them and put it through my own lens.
And did you ever take them on a tour?
I never took my mum on a whole tour, just because I don't need my mum to be there the whole time. But my mum does come. My mum comes to a lot of my shows, and sometimes she'll fly out to Paris or something. She's written a few poems that have been on my albums, and so she's to people in my crowd. She's kind of famous, so when she steps out, people go crazy. So she's like a superstar.
Bless her.
Really, my mum is my hero, man. I always talk about other people, but it always comes back to her.
Let's talk about the video, Talengi, because are you part of the creativity? Like, did you have something to say?
I now direct them, but I used to have the idea. Okay. So I come up with an idea for a video, then I storyboard it out. So I might just say I want this shot, then this shot, then this shot, then this shot. And then I take it to a director that I'm a big fan of. Because I was kind of too scared to kind of completely direct it myself.
Yeah, of course.
I can't really take much credit for any of them, I think, as much as I have that idea, especially for the Ottolenghi video. I worked with a director called Oscar Hudson, and he kind of took my idea and blew it up into something that, it was quite special.
They asked about the Bible I was reading. I told them that the title was misleading.
Manchester United is your favourite team now?
Liverpool. You know that, man. Surely you know that.
First of all, I don't know that. I won't be talking to you if I know that before I come here.
So my dad was, before he passed away, he was like the biggest Man United fan ever. He was Man United crazy. And so when I was younger, he tried to make me a Man United fan for a long time.
To be fair, I know you were a Liverpool fan, so it was a joke, but you have to explain me something really important. We have to clarify.
What is
so why you name some of your tour Cantona? Why you wearing the Cantona shirt?
Everywhere I go.
Do
you know what? But everyone says
this. To explain me
but
that.
Everywhere I go, I had to explain this to
because you're a really United fan inside. You just don't know. You just don't know. I tell you today.
Man United does hold a special place in my heart. The rivalry between me and my dad was huge, right? I just wanted to make my dad angry because I thought it was funny. When I was young, I wanted to be a football player, and he said, I want you to play like Cantona. Okay. And so, you know, I'll go out into the garden and have my Liverpool shirt, but I have my collar flipped. Would have my collar flipped up, right? And he would say, like Cantona would do it. And he had this football shirt. It was just like a fake shirt that you get outside the ground, right? Yeah. And it had loads of Cantona's face all over it. I decided to take it with me on tour, so I'd bring it on every stage that I ever went on. And it was kind of like, because my dad never got a chance to see me become a musician, I wanted to kind of bring part of his spirit with me. Okay, respect. So I brought him on the stage, and so the idea is that kind of almost like the ultimate sacrifice, because there's no way I should be touching a Man United shirt. But for him, to show him, if he could see how much I love him, he would understand that I love him that much. Good story. Okay, no, you clarify and I respect it. No, I appreciate it. No, that's cool.
King Eric, you know, that's what I'm talking about.
Ridiculous.
You know? Wow. This is his real signature.
Yeah, he signed it, So the BBC were doing a thing with him, and they asked me to meet him and tell him my story. It was kind of a bit of an emotional thing, because it was, as much as I was so happy to meet him, it was bittersweet, because I kind of wished that my dad was there to meet him. And I told him that I've taken this shirt with his face everywhere I've ever been. So everywhere I've ever played a show, this shirt has been with me. No, you know what, Loyle, it was an amazing time. I have a nice chat. Yeah, man, it was a pleasure. Really emotional, your story really touched me, and I think you should keep carrying on this shirt everywhere you go, and you know, having a folk for your dad. So yeah, you know, we came at the end of the show, and they always make me doing a challenge. I don't like it because I don't like it because I always lost. And so yeah, now I need to ask you about this challenge. And you know what about we just don't do anything? What about that? You win, and I win.
No, but it's the first time one of my guests is say no. So what about piano?
No. We've had a good time. Why don't we just leave it where it's at? I think it's nice. Because it's not about competition, we're friends. Guitar? Nah, let's leave it. I think it's cool.
Press up?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go on. I'm tired, eh?
Sure, you're ready for that? You sure? Can't see you.
You okay?
I can't see you. I can't see you.
It's okay, keep going.
Should we cut?
Keep going. No, let's go.
I'm done.
That's nice. Thank you, Loyle, man.